What's up, action movie fans? Today we are diving into what could be the most badass comeback of the decade. Nothing and none other than the Cobra 3, the long awaited return of Marion Cobra Cobratti, played by none other than the legendary Sylvester Stallone himself. In this deep dive review, we will break down everything: plot, action, sequences, character arcs, Easter eggs, and whether this sequel does justice to the 80s cult classic. So, buckle up because crime is a disease, and this review is the quick cure for it. Before before jumping into Cobra 3, let's take a moment to appreciate where it all started. Back in 1986, Cobra gave us a gritty, violent, and over the top action experiences. The movie followed Marian Cobretti, a tough as nail cop who didn't play by the rules, taking on murderous cult known as the Night Slasher Gang. Despite mixed reviews back then, it has since became a cult classic, influencing action films for decades, with Stallone revisiting his old franchise like Rambo, Rocky, and the Expendables. Fans have been clamoring for Cobra's return, and guess what? Cobra 3 finally brings him to the streets. So, where do we find Cobraty after all these years? Unlike his glory days, he is now a retired cop living off the grid in Arizona, haunted by his past. But when his old partner, Detective Gonzaro's daughter, is kidnapped by a new verse of and violent gang, Cobra is forced back into action. This film's introduced version of the New Order cult, a ruthless underground movement separating terror through organized chaos, assassinations, and cyber welfare. Led by a mysterious masked leader known as the Prophet, they believe society must be burned down for humanity to start fresh. So, when Cobra learns that these criminals have ties to his last unfinished case, he knows it's personal now. With help from a new young cop detective, Riley Torres, played by someone like Jay Courtray or Scott Eastwood, and, and an old flame FBI agent, Lisa Monterey, Charles Theron, or Cara Gunio. Cobra sets out to do what he does in the best: clean up the streets, one bullet at a time. So, let's be real, nobody comes to a Cobra movie for deep drama. We want high octane action, brutal fight scenes, and a relentless body count. So, Cobra 3 delivers big time, such as opening scene. Cobra single-handedly takes down an entire drug cartel warehouse using a mix of gunplay, and brutal hand to hand combat. It sets the tone. He's still got it from the start itself. The freeway chase, the second, a high speed, old school car chase featuring Cobra's iconic 1950 Mercury Monterey. Explosions, gunshots, and insane stunts like this jaw-dropping set pieces. The ambush at the safe house. The third. Midway through the film, Cobra and Rayleigh bravely survive a brutal ambush when the cult members infiltrate their safe house with military. Pre- Think John Wick meets the raid. It's like John Wick meets the raid, exactly somewhat like that. And the fourth, the final showdown. Set in a abandoned steel factory, Cobra faces the Prophet in a brutal fight, ending with a classic one liner before delivering the final bullet. Example like the Prophet scenes, you can't stop the future, Cobra cocks his gun, then I will cancel it, bang. That's the scene. Yeah. And Sylvester Stallone as Marlian Cobrati. Stallone proves once again that he still owns the show, the action genre. His Cobra is older, meaner, but still sharp as how it was. While he doesn't talk much, every word he says hits like a bullet. The film gives him depth, showing how he struggles with age, regret, and whether violence is the only answer. And the other character, Jay Cotraney, or Scott Eastwood, as Detective Riley Torres, the young, hot headed cop who grew up idolizing Cobra but soon learns the hard way that being a hero isn't as easy as it looks. He got some great action moments but also serves as a contract to Cobra's old school memories. And the third, Charlize Theron or Carla Gugino as FBI agent Lisa Monterey, a no nonsense federal agent who once had a past with Cobra. She provides both emotional weight and a badass presence, proving she can hold her own in a gunfight and helping our dear Cobra. And the prophet, played by maybe Jason Moana or Jiver Biden. Every great action movie needs a terrifying villain. The prophet is a mastermind with a charismatic but unwilling personality. He believes Cobra is a relic of the past and wants to personally destroy his legacy. And also, guys, this movie is packed with reference to the 1986 classic, the Easter eggs and callbacks of the original. The first one, Cobra's gun, the classic custom cloth 1911 with the Cobra logo returns. And the second, crime is a disease. Yes, Cobra drops his famous one liner at a pivotal moment. And the third, Brigitte, Nealon's cameo, a surprise blink and you miss it moment featuring a photograph of Ingrid, Cobra's love interest in the original. And the fourth, a neolit 80s flashback scene. A clear sequence showing Cobra in his younger days, edited with old footage from the original movie. And the final verdict. Let's get real. Cobra 3 is the action sequel we have been waiting for. It keeps the gritty, no nonsense attitude of the original while adding modern intensity. Stallone proves once again that age is just a number and the action is absolutely brutal and satisfying. If you love the original, this is a must watch movie. If you are new to the series, you will still have a blast with the non stop action, killer one liners, and that pure 80s badassery. The final rating, I would like to rate it 9 out of 10. Crime is still a disease, and Cobra is still the cure. I'm 100% obsessed with this dialogue, the one liner which Stallone's give in his flow. Alright, action fans, that's my take on Cobra 3. But what do you think? Would you want this sequel to happen? What would you cast as the parapet? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more badass movie reviews. Until till next time, stay sharp, stay strong, and keep action alive. Thank you.